Good morning again. We're gonna start out getting some seed treated. We had a little bit of seed show up yesterday late morning while we were gone in the fields. So now we gotta get that treated because we're gonna need it today. But it's not nearly as much as it was yesterday. So hopefully we get a bit more of a jump on the day. Look at that gorgeous sunrise. Walking my dog, Daryl. This one yesterday. A lot of sleeping mice this morning. They must agree it's too early for this stuff. Run away, Nibbles. Be free. And Charlene is sure one smart cookie for being able to figure out exact amount of stuff to apply per pound. Well, we got all that seed treated. Brandon is getting ready to take off here any second to go start planting corn. But now whoever's gonna run the other drill with me, which I think is gonna be Cameron for a little while. And I don't know if we're gonna go yet. I'm here to find out. I guess it looks like we probably can go. So I'm out here walking in the green grass in the lawn, seeing how much dew we had overnight, because no tilling into corn stalks. They have to be good and dry, otherwise it just hairpins like crazy, and you basically get no seed in the ground. It all sits on the trash. That little bit of dampness on my shoe. I got an hour drive down to the field. I pack a lunch. I think we'll be ready to give her a big smoke. Oh, I'm taking off with the semi filled with my seed. Let's have a big day today. Oh, we're out here. Got the tractor fired up, oils look good. Time to do a morning check. Meter a little bit of grain. Why does that one not have any seed? Oh, that's not cool. That hose fell off. I wonder how long I was seeding like that for yesterday. There, got that hose back on there. Hopefully that doesn't fall off again. This is why you do morning check. You just meter some out, make sure the blockage monitors are telling you what they're telling you is actually true. And I'm still walking around looking for stuff to be wrong, even though I shouldn't, because then I gotta fix it. I don't know if you can see them over there, but these wind tower people don't work very hard. I don't even know if they're working 9 to 5. They're still not working. They quit before 5 o'clock yesterday. Sometimes I wish I could work a 9 to 5 as a farmer, but I don't know that we would make it as a farmer if we only worked a 9 to 5. Oh, time to give her big smoke. Does anybody else do this? Whenever they start their day, you just wonder like, oh, what am I gonna break today? Like, what major catastrophe is gonna happen? Am I gonna blow my engine? Am I gonna drop my transmission out of my tractor? Am I gonna burn the tractor to the ground? Am I gonna split a semi in half? Am I gonna get stuck so bad that I need 17 excavators and a crane to get it out? Or is it just me? And if none of that stuff happens, I think it's a pretty good day, right? Going around another wet area, this might get exciting. So we're turning on the camera. Okay, we made it that pass. Now can we get a little bit closer? This is where I get too greedy and get stuck. That's muddy. If you're on the phone with your buddies, like I am, and going around a wet spot saying, oh no, I'm getting stuck, I'm spinning, and they're not chanting, get stuck, get stuck, get stuck on the phone call on the other side, are you really friends? They're just looking out for me. They know it'd make good YouTube content. Oh boy, this is where I get stuck. I should probably not do this. Famous last words. We made it. Wasn't nothing too serious. It got a little greasy there. A little soft, but we got it. We seeded quite a bit of this low spot this year. So as you guys saw yesterday in yesterday's video, if you watched it, I got stuck and broke my 2.5-inch yankum rope. So I'm in the market for a new way of pulling myself out when I get stuck 24/7, it seems like. Any suggestions on what the best, safest, lightest rope is out there that is not a yankum? I'm not saying I'm against the yankum or I'm disappointed in their product, but I would be open to trying something different. So leave that down in the comments below if you guys know of anything of whether guys should go with a strap or I don't know. I'm in the market. I broke that one and I need a new one. So yeah, guys, this is rare And honestly, we should be spraying, but we finally have our first day that's not windy, and now literally the next 7 days are forecasted to be windy. So good for YouTubing, but not being windy. We should definitely be spraying, but we also have to definitely be getting seed in the ground. So I see some concern out here. I'm getting out to look and see if it's a problem or not. There's a lot of corn trash here, and I'm concerned to whether or not I'm actually getting through it with the soybeans and getting into the soil, or if it's just laying on top. And when I walk out here, it's still kind of early, a little bit of dew yet. And I walk out here, it sounds like they're dry and crunching, but we got to get down and dig once, see how she looks. Okay, I know this is not going to be perfect. I know I'm going to find some seeds on top, and that's just something we have to deal with when we're doing a drill. We really should have row cleaners with a planter. Carefully dig away at this and see what we got. Okay, I see some down there in the trench. There's one I see not covered up. There's another one I see. Oh, there's a rock there that the disc bounced over. So that didn't help anything. Soil's kind of cold down here with all this trash on it. Oh, there's a bean. Yep. I'm finding a few on top of the trash, hair pinning in slightly, which I expected. There's literally no way to get 100% of them in the ground unless you have a planter with row cleaners. But for the majority of them, they are in the ground, so I am doing an okay job out here. And even for some of those sitting on top, if it gets wet enough with the right conditions, I do believe some of those sprout and become a nice bean plant too. I like what I see out there, so we're gonna keep sending it. I just had to double check, because when you look at it from up here in the cab, that looks like a just complete mat of super thick trash, and I'm like, there's no way I'm drilling through that. And as the day goes today, it's only gonna get better because it's supposed to get hot, which is amazing for no-tilling into corn stalks. I do also find that when I'm in these heavy corn stalks, at least on this ground, is very heavy ground and it's very hard. The slower I go, it seems to do the better job of slicing through it and getting that seed into the soil. Earlier on our sandy stuff, I was going like a 5.5, 6.5-ish ballpark range, just depending on my conditions. Now this stuff, we're kind of lugging along. We're only doing 4.5. Just seems to do a little bit better job. Just the conditions I gotta work with. You can't give her big smoke in this stuff. And it honestly kills me doing this slow, but I'd rather do a good job than a quick job. Well, I saw JT was stopped in the middle of the field, and that's never a good sign. He's dragging. Time to identify why. I have identified it. We found a mud hole. Gauge wheel's plugged. Unplug time. Now that is some salty soil. Here it's the whole width of the drill, so I'm actually gonna shut my seed off. There's literally no point in putting seed there, or at least soybeans there, because it's definitely not gonna grow. There's no point in wasting seed. Oh, I hate them white spots. If only I could get a little tile in there, maybe. That'd probably help it, right? It's not that big of an area. 80 feet wide, 70 feet long. Switch the directions of those around. But yeah, it's that big. And the rest of the field basically has none. Fill time. We already filled JT up with the last of this variety. Now we're topping me off and putting the remainder of the trailer of this variety in. Probably want to lower the conveyor first. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. This is not cool potatoes. Our conveyor is not wanting to convey. Come on. Apparently if I lift it up a little bit, then it goes. Getting out to just do another check, stretch the legs a little bit. Something I want to show you guys here, I think I've said this in a previous video, but what I'm shooting for in these corn stalks, I'm not seeding it at an angle like a normal person would do. I guess I could say I'm not normal. What I'm shooting for is this right here, having my old corn stalk row go right in the center of two rows. So right here I got a row right next to it, and then over here I got a row. I don't know if it's the right thing to do, but it's what I'm doing. It seems to work for the most part. I'm able to keep the drill perfectly to where that corn row stays in the center of two 15-inch rows. And then for the most part, that row does run on pretty clean ground. And there's a little beaner right down there in the moisture. I'd say still right at 2 inches. This is really starting to dry up though, so kind of 2 inches was where I need to be in the moisture. Keep going, everything looks good. Okay, I think I'm gonna tap out of the light game. The neighbors are back behind that hill, but they can't see me, so technically, I win. Working on the night shift. We gotta cross this creek. This might not be good. That's my, and we're stuck. How fabulous. I made it across over there. I thought it'd be better over here, and it definitely was not. This is not what I want to be doing at this time of night. I'm stuck. Cameron, you unhook. JT, you head back up and grab, is that pickup here? Grab the pickup. Guys, this is not cool potatoes. I really hope the other tractor's able to get me out. We're gonna try to pull without unhooking the other drill, just in reverse, front to front. Well, crisis averted, we're out. But now it's time to go home. It's late enough. I was on my way home. I was quitting to go on my way home. I had to jump across that creek to get back to the pickup, and we didn't make it. So dropping some fuel in them tonight, because this fuel trailer needs to go to the corn planter tomorrow. Well guys, I'm heading home, and that's about it for the day. If you guys are still watching and want to help support the channel, for today's end of video comment, I want you guys to comment FARM. F-A-R-M. Thanks for watching, guys.